US President Donald Trump has now threatened to cut off aid to countries that vote in favor of a draft United Nations resolution to withdraw Trump's decision to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital. At the request of Arab and Muslim nations, the UN General Assembly will hold an emergency session today to vote on a draft resolution which was vetoed by the US on Monday in the UN Security Council. US Ambassador to United Nations Nikki Haley, in a letter, warned that Trump had asked her to report back on those countries who voted against them. After a successful campaign in London, the Free Balochistan Human Rights Awareness Campaign now moves to New York. The campaign has kicked off with more than 100 taxis highlighting Pakistan human rights abuses in Balochistan. Spokesperson of the World Baloch Organization said that Balochistan has been under military occupation ever since 1948, when it was annexed by Pakistan against people's will. Bhaval Mengal accused Pakistan Army of mass kidnappings, torture and executions. Mengal said that campaign's goal is to raise awareness among the American people about the ethnic persecution and gross human rights violations in Balochistan and support the Baloch people's quest for peace and freedom. After 2 years of dispute over judicial reforms, the European Union executives have now launched an unprecedented process to suspend Poland's voting rights in the EU. The European Commission will now ask the other EU governments to declare that Poland's changes to the judiciary constitute a clear risk of a serious breach of EU values. EU Commission's deputy head and Poland had 3 months to remedy the solution and added the executives could revoke its decision if it did so. Pope Francis will take part in the funeral for Cardinal Bernard Law, the former Boston Archbishop who resigned in disgrace during the Catholic Church's sex abuse scandal. The Vatican made the announcement hours after Law died in a hospital in Rome following a long illness. Pope Francis expressed condolences to the College of Cardinals on Law's death. In order to expand its military presence in Central Asia, Russia has started deploying its armored and attack helicopter units of the armed forces towards the Afghan-Tajikistan border. According to official Russian sources, the Russian military has begun sending heavy equipment to Tajikistan in order to bolster the hard-pressed anti-terrorism efforts of the country's border security forces. France is now engulfed in a bitter row on race. A French campaigner on race and feminist issues has landed the Macron government in an embarrassing situation. 39-year-old journalist Rokhaya Diallo has repeatedly spoken out against what she calls racism in France. Her comments come after she was deselected from an official advisory committee, apparently because of her outspoken views. She was one of 30 people appointed last week to France's National Digital Council. NASA is set to announce the finalists for its next robotic mission to explore the solar system today. The mission will be the 4th in NASA's New Frontiers portfolio. The finalists have been chosen from 12 proposals for missions aimed at exploring a wide range of targets in our solar system. NASA gave scientists 6 themes to consider for their mission proposals. Past New Frontiers missions include NASA's Juno probe, now exploring Jupiter, the New Horizons mission to Pluto, and more. Airstrikes killed 19 people in a village in Syria's rebel stronghold of Idlib overnight, according to a rescue service there. The strikes hit Mar Shurin in the northwestern Idlib province and injured 25 other people. A war monitoring group added that Syrian government or Russian aircraft had struck the village. There was no immediate comment from the Syrian military or Moscow, which have both repeatedly said they only target terrorists. Heavy rain has complicated search and rescue operations at mudslide, the site in southern Chile. At least 14 people have been killed because of the mudslide, which was triggered after more than 4.5 inches of rainfall in 24 hours. Aerial footage of the area shows the major portion of Santa Lucia buried beneath mud. The area has been declared a disaster zone and hundreds of officials and rescue workers have come to the area to join locals in the search for missing people. People died and others were injured after a gas bottling plant in Nepal caught fire on Wednesday. It was unclear how many people were in the plant when the massive fire erupted, and reports said the 2 dead were firefighters set to control the blaze. The fire started in the super gas factory located in Birganj city in Nepal, which borders the Indian state of Bihar. Firefighters from both Nepal and India were dispatched to control the fire. Nearby villages were evacuated after gas cylinders in the facility exploded. Brazilian authorities destroyed thousands of weapons confiscated throughout the year. Some 2,000 guns and other arms were destroyed. The military will process the crushed weapons in an effort to reuse the metal. Some 43,000 weapons have been destroyed in Brazil in 2017, according to authorities. Lieutenant Colonel Almeida of the Brazilian Army oversaw the event and said that some guns not destroyed will be donated to the police departments throughout the country. India and China will hold the next round of border talks in New Delhi, the first after the 73-day-long military standoff between the two countries in Doklam in the Sikkim sector this summer. At the invitation of India's NSA Ajit Doval, Yang Jiechi, State Councillor and China's Special Representative on the issue, will visit India on to hold the 20th Special Representative level meeting. Ahead of the talks, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Hua Shuing told a media briefing that his Special Representatives meeting is not only a high-level channel for the border issue discussion but also the platform for strategic communication. A special CBI court will pronounce a judgment on the 2G spectrum scam case today. Former Telecom Minister A. Raja, DMK Chief M. Karunanidhi's daughter M.K. Karimori and former Telecom Secretary Siddharth Behura are main accused in this case along with others. Unitech Managing Director Sanjay Chandra and Bollywood producer Karim Morani have also been charge-sheeted in the case and are out on bail. CBI filed charge sheet in the 2G scam case on April 2, 2011. Key bypolls are being conducted in Chennai's RK Nagar today. The results of the bypolls will be declared on Sunday, which is the 24th of December. The bypoll was necessitated after the death of AIADMK leader and former Chief Minister Jayalalitha. The outcome of the bypoll could serve as a report card of the ruling AIADMK, which faced turbulence after Jayalalitha's death. The campaign witnessed top leaders of various parties including K. Palanisamy and O. Pannirselvam of the AIADMK, DMK leader M.K. Stalin and sidelined AIADMK leader TTV Dinakaran, leaving no stone unturned to clinch the win. Congress spokesman Ghulam Nabi Azad said on Wednesday that Prime Minister Narendra Modi should have the courage to make his earlier allegations about the Manmohan Singh and Pakistan colluding while he is sitting in Parliament. This comment by Congress spokesman Ghulam Nabi Azad came after Rajya Sabha Chairman Venkaiah Naidu said no apology was needed from the Prime Minister as he did not make his allegations in the Parliament. Prime Minister Modi has alleged earlier this month that the Congress with former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and Pakistan were in cahoots to ensure a BJP loss in the assembly polls that were held in Gujarat. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval's son Shaurya Doval's presence at Uttarakhand BJP State Executive Committee meeting in Haldwani has given rise to speculation in the state about his formal entry into politics before the 2019 Lok Sabha elections. While many BJP workers found his presence at the meeting surprising, Shaurya Doval, the director of Think Tank India Foundation, which works closely with the government on policy issues, said he is not currently looking at politics. Lalu Prasad's Rashtriya Janata Dal has called a statewide strike in Bihar in protest against the Nitish government's new sand mining policy. Lalu Prasad claimed that the new policy has hit construction work in the state. He added that the Nitish-led NDA government in Bihar has forced people to migrate to other states to look for jobs. The Uttar Pradesh government has decided to set up a cow protection committee in all districts of the state. The Gaur Sanrakshan committee would be headed by the district magistrate, and it would ensure that cow sheds in the region operate efficiently. The Uttar Pradesh government on Wednesday tabled a stringent bill in the State Assembly to curb organised crime and terror, as well as to deal with those trying to dislodge the government forcibly or violently. On the lines of the Maharashtra Control of Organised Crime Act, the Uttar Pradesh Control of Organised Crime UPCOC Bill 2017 will also sternly punish those using violence for anti-national acts. According to a new law, shops, hotels and malls can now remain open round the clock through the week in Maharashtra. However, the law will not apply to bars, pubs, liquor shops and discotheques, which have to open and close at a particular time. The government notified the amended Maharashtra Shops and Establishments Act 2017, which covers hotels, malls and restaurants. The bill was passed by the Maharashtra legislature during its last session. Virat Kohli is back in Delhi with wife Anushka Sharma after an exotic honeymoon in Europe. The power couple tied the knot in Tuscany in Italy earlier this month in an intimate ceremony. The couple will host a reception today in New Delhi for family. Another reception is scheduled for December 26th in Mumbai for the cricket fraternity and the film industry. Kohli has been rested for India's limited overs matches against Sri Lanka. Five-time BJP MLA from Mandi district, Jairam Thakur, also known as BJP's gentle face given his non-aggressive style of politics, is being seen as the party's chief ministerial probable for Himachal Pradesh. Denying that he is a contender or aspirant for the chief minister's post, Thakur said he is ready to do whatever is assigned to him by the party. Former chief minister and projected candidate Prem Kumar Dhumal's defeat in the assembly polls paved way for Thakur. Delhi on Wednesday unveiled a new weapon against air pollution, an anti-smog gun, which authorities hope will clear the skies above New Delhi. But environmentalists say the gun amounts to a band-aid solution. The cannon's Indian manufacturers say the fine droplets of water it ejects at high speed can flush out deadly airborne pollutants in one of the world's smoggiest capitals. The giant mister, shaped like a hairdryer and mounted on a flatbed truck, was tested in the East Delhi area of Anand Vihar, bordering an industrial zone that often boasts of having the dirtiest air. The Kerala state government made a detailed presentation seeking a 7,340 crore rupee relief package to mitigate the fisher folk sufferings. Presentation highlighted the various needs of the fishermen, including 7,340 crore rupee package, which includes compensation for the 71 dead, assistance to permanently disabled, writing off loans and other programs meant for the overall upliftment of fisher folk in the state. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday had assured locals from coastal villages near Thiruvananthapuram who lost their kin when Cyclone Oki struck that the entire country is with them in their hour of crisis.